Just coming on really quickly, I want to share some amazing news, which I'm sure this is going to benefit so many of you guys, because I know for a fact it would have benefited me if it was offered. So, just introducing myself again, I am Belize Samuels. I am a sexual transmitted disease life coach. I help African American women between the ages of 21 and 40 years old living with herpes. As you guys know, I contracted herpes 8 years ago, and when I found out, I was devastated. I didn't know much about herpes at all. All I knew, it was no cure at all, but I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know how anything. I didn't know anything about it at all. And I'm so happy that I'm at a point now that I'm free. Like, I was so in bondage to people. I was so scared what men's gonna think. I just knew I was gonna be alone. I just knew that I was nasty. I just knew so much stuff, and I come to realize that I was none of those things at all. That I had to truly figure out who I am and love me, and to not be concerned what people say about me, and not be concerned if nobody wants to be me. Whatsoever. Who cares? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you know who you are. You know who you was before, and you got to remember that, because herpes tends to create a new stigma, create a stigma in your own life where you're thinking that you believe the things that you hear about this, and honestly, you're not that. When you really think about, were you promiscuous? If you were, when you just trying to, you was enjoying what you were doing, but you didn't think you were going to have a STD. You was trying to be safe as you were trying to be, using protection if you were using it, or getting tested, doing what you need to, asking questions. It still failed you. You was in a relationship and you both wasn't having sex with nobody, still failed you. You got tested so many times, nothing came up, still failed you, because you wasn't getting tested for herpes. You was in a relationship, you got cheated on, okay? You still failed you. At the end of the day, nobody's walking around saying, hey, you, give me herpes. Absolutely not. That's not at all. But just wanted to tell you that, because I don't know who that was for, but just to let you know, stop accepting the stigma. You're not the stigma. The stigma was created by media, which most people in media are nothing but liars anyway, and don't know anything and like to just talk. So let me listen to somebody who have it and lived through it, and who is married, been going on 3 years on the 14th of this month of September, and have 2 kids that she birthed after having herpes. Listen to me. Don't listen to them, because at the end of the day, typically they don't have it. As we know, we go to the doctor and our doctors look at us with a nasty attitude, because they don't have it and they don't know anything about it. So with that being said, we get the judgment. People are so judgmental. Don't be punished to people at all. Okay, side note, I need y'all to hear that. So the main reason I came on today is because I am offering overcoming coaching now. So now you'll finally have somebody to go to, like a therapist, if you want to say, or a counselor now. I don't like to be called any of those things, because I'm not a therapist. I don't believe therapists do anything. I'm not knocking you if you go to a therapist. I'm not knocking if you feel like a therapist help you, but I feel like you just sit there and you look at me, you give me medicine. Counseling, I don't really like counseling. I'm not going to lie, because it talks about the past a whole lot, and my whole thing is, we're not living in the past, we're trying to move to the future. So my whole thing is, I am a coach. As y'all can see, I said I'm an STD life coach. I help you get to the goal that you want to meet. Your goal is to overcome herpes. I have done it, so I can teach you how to do it. So that's my whole thing. With the overcoming coaching, you will have the ability to talk to me weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Okay, you will have to pay a fee, guys. I love you dearly, but you will. It's just a little on me, and I do want to offer everybody that benefit completely. I'm very affordable. So with that being said, you'll contact me and my email list that'll be below, and I will give you the pricing, and we'll find out what works for you. If you just want to talk to me the first time, I have an intro which is free. It's called the Overcoming Session. You talk me 45 minutes. You see if you like me, see if we vibe, things like that. I answer your basic questions, and we'll move forward from then. So with that being said, contact me. Let's get started with this counseling. Nope, let's not call it counseling. Coaching, overcoming coaching. Let's get over herpes, man. Let's really, really get over herpes, because at the end of the day, you can have the life you want. I have it. You can have it for yourself too. I have talked to many girls, and they are overcoming this, and they're starting to date, and they're starting to be happy, and accept themselves. And I want the same for you. I know I did it. It wasn't easy. I did it 8 years by myself. I didn't have any help but friends, because they love me. Other than that, I didn't have anybody help me. So with that being said, let me help you. So contact me below, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you later. Happy Labor Day.